So single length, one length golf clubs, you hear that and you kind of cringe, let's be honest. I mean, we only really see one player on tour doing it in Bryson DeChambeau, and in over history, we only really saw one player across all of professional golf, Mo Norman, do it. And I mean, Mo is regarded as one of the best ball strikers ever, but the one length golf club certainly isn't something that people are lining up to buy. Let's be real. But Avoda Golf, who burst onto the scene last year by building Bryson's US Open winning golf clubs that are one length, are offering golf clubs in one length or a combo length, where the lob wedge through 8-iron are the same length, and then you progress from 7-iron up until the 4 or 3-iron. It's a very, very interesting concept, but it's something that a lot of people, or arguably most golfers, just kind of turn a blind eye to. Cobra offers one-length golf clubs, and I mean, some novelty brands out there offer one-length golf clubs, but I'd be hard-pressed to find anyone that I've golfed with that uses one-length golf clubs, and potentially you could say the same thing too. I just finished a fit with Avoda Golf. We dialed in some incredible irons for me. You can see those videos linked down below or up here, focusing on lie angle, shaft, and grip size. Then we went into the length portion of the fit. Am I a one-lengther, or will I be set better with combo lengths? It's a really interesting conversation that Tom and I are having. He's unloading all of his thinking about it. I really hope you enjoy it. Really listen to what he's saying, because the guy's really smart. He's making really good golf clubs, and we're gonna find out if I'm a one-lengther, or will I be better suited for the combo length set from Avoda Golf? This is a 7-iron length.
7-iron length, 4-iron, yeah.
4-iron.
So this part of the fit, we're just determining what length and head weight someone needs. The labels that have got are same length, combo length, variable length. They have a label, but it's just a length and a head weight.
A length and a head weight.
But they've got a name. So this is where it gets fun. The ball speed coming off of a heavier head makes up for the fact it's 2 inches shorter.
Length.
You lose a little bit of club head speed, you gain a lot in ball speed. That smash is crazy.
Yeah, because typically, like a 4-iron would live right around 1.4.
It's not going to be pushing up near to driver smashes, let's put it that way. But that's just head weight. Heavier head. So heavier head, slower club head speeds, a lot of ball speed without the club head speed, smash goes through the roof. Now, is that optimal? That height, that's kind of low.
But the height is why the carry is down.
Yeah.
But then the overall, it's just
the landing angle is getting down a little bit, spin rate's down a little bit. But you're certainly not struggling to strike it.
No, not at all.
Easier to strike.
Yeah.
It's more forgiving. 20 grams more weight in the head. If you miss the middle of that, you are going to have more consistent numbers with this than you would with something that's 20 grams lighter.
Yeah.
There's more smash, there's more weight behind it, there's more stability. So for someone, I kind of look at it as there's two ends of the spectrum. There's the end of a player who is trying to really dial in that launch and spin, hits it high, has a lot of club head speed, has a lot of spin anyway. That heavier head is just going to start optimizing those numbers a bit to make it more controllable. The other end of the spectrum is a player who's never played golf before. They're brand new to the game. You know, there's a lot to learn in golf already. Make everything the same length. Let's get them striking it. Let's find the middle of the club. Let's make that easier, because that's the biggest thing for a beginner golfer. Let's find the middle of the club to start with. Now they can hit a golf ball. Now they know how to play golf. Now let's start dialing in and finding what's the optimal launch and spin for that club.
So in this, would you already be like, this is not it for you?
We're hitting it. All I know is that's not going 20 yards past your 6-iron.
In the air?
Yeah.
No. Because I think 6-iron was like low 190s in the air.
On the flight scope, when we're tracking there, you're actually getting up around 200 to 210 on the 6-iron. Yeah, we're going to hit it in a minute and find out what this is throwing up. But yeah, it was carrying a long way.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, you were hitting it good.
Get me in the right lie angle, and wow.
Yeah,
so that's what you're looking for. If you, I think you'd said it before we were kind of running. If the 4-iron is at the 7-iron length, is not flying 20 yards more than a 6-iron.
You might be striking it amazing.
And it might go longer, long run, but that's for a tee shot.
This is where that data part does come back slightly. Yeah. Because you're setting up to it, like, wow, this is just feels so easy. It looks so easy to hit. You're hitting it, and you're hitting bad strikes, but yet it's still hitting it good, it's stable. You're like, oh, this is so easy to hit. Okay, but is it doing what it needs to do?
Yeah, is it going?
Easy to hit. Is it doing what it needs to do? If it isn't, you've got a club that, I mean, now, off the tee maybe.
Sure.
You're hitting that same carry and that thing's rolling 50 yards out. It's great. And that's with Bryson. he doesn't hit his lower lofted clubs very high.
No.
But he hits them so far, it doesn't matter. He's using, I mean, his 5-iron is, I think, 17 degrees.
Yeah.
Not a 5-iron. It's got number 5 on it because it's number 5 down through his set with how it's set up. But he's hitting that thing 245, 250 carry. So how many greens is he hitting that into? No, that's off the tee more than anything. And now he's got a really good driving iron off that tee. It's all about what's it doing for you.
It's crazy how easy, like it's a rocket.
Look at 15 height.
Oh yeah. This is what it felt like the set that I was hitting, but it just felt this easy. And I could look back at the data because it was this low though, but it was flying close to 230.
Interesting. Yeah. So it depends how they built it up.
I think they built it to like 4-iron length.
Right.
But it was a combo length.
So that is going to be extremely heavy swing weight. Yeah. That's going to be quite hard to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 grams heavier than it needs to be for that length. It's gonna throw that swing weight up quite a lot.
So
look at the height, right?
So
now here's what ends up happening. You stand there, you've got that, you're looking at the ball flight, trying to make it work. Okay, I find a way to get the launch up, find a way to get the spin up. Now you go hit a wedge and chunk your wedge.
Yeah.
So you stand there and you hit a couple of wedges, get the wedge fill back, hit a couple of irons, get the iron fill back. You go back to the 4-iron. If it's too heavy for you, if the head weight is too much for you, you go back to it and you can't get it in the air.
Yeah.
The thing is, in golf, we're changing clubs on every single shot.
Yeah.
So we don't have 30 minutes to try and figure out how to hit that club. We have one swing. So it has to be.
Wow, this already feels so like it's like same, but different. I guess it feels more like appropriate to what you would expect address-wise.
Yeah. And that's still an inch shorter than a standard 4-iron and 12 grams heavier than a standard 4-iron. Yeah, you're going to hit a couple just to get used to the feel of it.
Takes a swing or two to.
And you can hear these are slightly low and toey because that's lying's a bit flat for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is one thing that's harder. You know, we're comparing this is where we're not trying too hard to compare it to the 6-iron.
Yeah.
We're going to know if someone's got enough speed for a 4-iron or not. You do.
Yes.
Have enough speed for a 4-iron. The question is which 4-iron? It's definitely not that 4-iron.
It's not that one. Got
it. Oops. Yeah, we threw the lie angle up a little bit. So
yeah.
Right. You can see now all of a sudden we're picking up 10, 15 plus yards versus this one.
Yeah.
And that was a lower left one with the peak height that was still pretty similar to your higher right ones with this
one.
Yeah.
See, like even like that was thinned, and you see height like.
So, and there's the smash point. You know, smash has dropped down, club head speed's picked up, and the ball speed's not gone anything crazy.
Yeah.
It's just light ahead. Smash has dropped, distance has gone up, spin's gone up, height's gone up.
Would you think, or could you say like, the one length generally helps golfers in this box more than it does?
It helps 100% of golfers.
Got it.
I believe that 100% of golfers should have same length in their golf bag.
Yeah.
To a point.
To a point.
Are you going to play a 37-inch driver?
Correct.
No. Are you going to play a 37-inch 3-wood? No. At what point is it now not optimal for you?
Yeah. Like law of diminishing returns almost.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the scoring clubs, the most important clubs in your bag for scoring with. Driver, yes, you have to hit it in play and hit it far to have a chance to shoot really low. But every single golfer, if they were better inside 150, golf would be a lot more enjoyable. If they have a bad driving day, they're still going to be okay. If they have a good driving day, they're going to go shoot the best round they've ever had. Have to be good with the scoring clubs, close proximity. It's going to be a lot easier if they are all the same to do that. A lot of tour players already play lob wedge to pitching wedge the same length anyway.
Well, I always played my wedges the same length.
There you go, right? So all we've done with the idea of combo length is just extended that to the 9-iron and the 8-iron.
Yeah.
Now, we went to that 8-iron point because we felt that was the point where if you're not past that 90, 95 mile an hour, you might start to see it dropping off at that point. So we went, right, combo length, same length for the scoring clubs. 8-iron is that, for most golfers, it's around, you know, what is a scoring shot?
Yeah.
We say 150 and in. For someone who's a bit longer, it might be 170 and in. So it's that 8-iron.
Yeah.
And whatever distance you hit your 8-iron to lob wedge, there's your scoring clubs.
Yeah.
Make them the same. There's a lot of benefits we'll talk about in a minute with the wedges as well.
So then are they all 8-iron length?
They are 9-iron length.
They're all 9-iron length. Got it.
So they're 36 inches.
Got it.
Yeah. So, and again, what length does that person need to be?
Yeah.
Someone might be a little bit longer, someone might be a little bit shorter. So they're all in there at 36 inches. So you don't have to get used to a 37-inch lob wedge.
Yeah.
It's now 36 inches, so it's half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch longer than it would usually be.
Because I think I played all mine at 35. Does that make 35 and a half.
would be really short. Yeah, that'd be like a short lob wedge.
35 and a half then, I think.
Did you build them
When I play, because now when I
length?
get wedges sent to me, I have to ask, can you make them all the same length
And
as
do they
the
balance
52?
the head weights to match in with that?
Probably not.
So there you go, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have a wedge conversation in a minute as well. But what point in the bag does that same length does it start to drop off, and you need to get that length up? You need to get the height, the launch, the spin back up again. So it would be very easy to make the mistake of saying that if you're not fast enough, same length's not for you. That is not true. Same length is for everyone to a point where you then have to start changing it. So we decided at that 8-iron point, that's where 100% of golfers can benefit from same length. Every single golfer can benefit from same length, lob wedge to 8-iron. Not as many are going to benefit from it past that point, unless they are into that spectrum we were talking about, where they do hit it high with spin and speed, and that 4-iron is going to optimize it. Or the other end of the spectrum, they picked up golf, keep it simple, make them all the same, learn to hit them. When you're hitting them good, now we can start optimizing the launch and the spin anyway. And that's how I would.
So the set that we've dialed in for me will be a
combo length
set.
And that's where we've now added on. So we've combo length originally was to try and provide that same length option to 100% of golfers, even the ones that couldn't get the 4-iron in the air. Let's let them benefit from same length here in the scoring clubs and still get the 4-iron in the air. A lot of the testing we're doing for players who are around that 90, 95 and above, they're absolutely loving playing that 4-iron at 38 inches. It's more controllable, the ball flight's better, it's not spitting out of control anymore. Players who drop below that 90 mark, some of them who are going to hit it really solid, it's more forgiving and the numbers don't drop off. But the ones that are below that point, you hit it lower anyway and need a little bit more launch and spin, that's where we're introducing the player spec, which is going to be 39 inches. So you'll still have the lob wedge to 8-iron at 36 inches. And instead of going half an inch gapping 7, 6, 5, 4, which would be the tour spec at 38 inches for the 4-iron, we would do 3/4 of an inch gapping. So you come out at 39 inches. So every club just a little bit longer, a little bit lighter, a bit more launch, a bit more spin, a bit more carry. So we can really now go and ask the question, it's not, are you same length, combo length, or variable length? It's what is your length? What is your weight to get the most out of your golf game?
Dude.
That's what we're going down.
I love the way you guys think about it. I'm not a one lengther. A combo length will be the set for me that Avoda is making. I wasn't surprised. I definitely went into it like kind of skeptical, and my hesitations were met. I just kind of knew that I'd hit that 4-iron way too low, and I did. It was really fun to hit. Man, it was fast. The smash factor was really high, and it was so forgiving. But combo length is going to be the length for me. Lob wedge through 8-iron, 36 inches, and then we'll progress by half inches up through the bag. The wedge portion, that was really, really fun, but I think I'm gonna dive into that when I get my wedges. Just incredible knowledge that Tom has about golf clubs, and what he has to say about every golfer needs one length to a point. I kind of agree with, because even we're seeing on tour, all the wedges are the same length. Like, the best players in the world definitely still use, from their pitching wedge down, the same length. So there's something to be said about one length to a point, but what he has to say about a length and a club head weight, just really, really interesting stuff. I hope you enjoyed that video. I can't wait to get my irons. They should be arriving any day now, so then we can fully dive into some play with these irons, numbers with these irons, and also really mess around with the wedges, because they're really special wedges. I just want to leave you at that. So, we'll see you in the next video.